We in the whip. We talking music. We talking vibe. We talk shit. Yeah. You in the whip. It's about culture. It's about truth. It's about chips.
Yo, Dra Tyson checking in, entrepreneur, DJ, man of many talents, and you are now in the whip.
What's good? What's going on? It's your boy William Ryan, and you know where we at. We are in the whip, and I got one of I'm gonna real quick because he's a man of many things. He's done many things. You've been at many events, many places, a lounge, down to the food, and a whole vet specialist. We got Dre. We got Dra Tyson in the building today with us, and we're gonna talk a little music, we're gonna talk a little business, and we're gonna talk about creating and curating the playlist and the way that you do it. But first, I want you to just I want you to tell us a few things about yourself. I know that you've been a promoter, event curator, bar owner, as well as you have done DJ. You are a full-time DJ on top of many other things that you do. Where I want to start is, where did it all start for you? Like R&B head or hip hop head?
R&B for sure.
R&B.
I mean, I'm a MySpace kid, so it was the Pretty Wiggies and like you really get into some of those different type of bags and that. So R&B for sure. It was by far. Hip hop was always there. You know, you had the Biggie and the Tupac when I was a kid type thing, but for the most part, it was always R&B for me.
Okay. And with that, how I would say, in growing up, is it vinyls or you said that hip hop era? No, because I'm a collector of vinyls.
Okay.
And with that, I came from a collectors.
Yeah.
My family were collectors of good music. My dad had CDs. My aunt and grandmother had vinyls. It was always just broken down. There was music always playing. So, what is a moment for you that that you can go back to? Was it like Sundays cleaning up the house, Saturdays cleaning up the house?
We had some of that, but it was more so, like you said, it's that CD. Like you get in the car, you just flip it through the big CD.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You gotta find the right one. Then you might have a CD, you just put number 15. You know what that is, but everything else on that CD, you like, I don't know what this is. So, had a homeboy who was and still is one of the. He's any song you think of, he can find it, have it on the CD, on the iPad, anything. So it's like one of those things that even becoming a DJ was simple because I knew he had music.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could just hit him up like, yo, like I need music. Put me a whole hard drive together.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and I mean, this song that released, unreleased, like it's kind of crazy because like, I'll play something.
Music kind of soared.
Yeah, and people will just be like, "What is that?" Or you know, I didn't know this was even made. Yeah, so that's the beauty of it, is being tapped in on that side of things, and then also like being from Lima is different, and he got to put that in perspective too. One time. Because we listen to whole albums.
That's the difference. That makes a huge difference.
So I know the B-sides, whereas most people that was in bigger cities, they listening to just the radio hits.
The radio hits, yeah.
So they don't know.
They don't know the deep cuts.
You know what I'm saying? What number 12 is on that album, where I'm like, no, that was fire. Like, yeah, we got to listen to that. So, yeah, like that'd be the thing. So even when I'm DJing, sometimes, you know, you play some things, you're kind of like, oh, you know this? Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little different out here, but it's still, you know, great to kind of get into it. But I would say that's probably the biggest thing, just like that CD book and just kind of going through it. I can't imagine how people was DJing back then, though. With all those CDs, you got to find the songs and
CDs, the albums. You got to search for those.
Yeah, that seemed tough.
So I did not know that you were from Lima.
Yeah,
I did not know.
I thought
you were from here, bro.
Okay.
For real.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get Cleveland and a couple other places to love.
I can see Cleveland. I can definitely see Cleveland because you are. I'm gonna say you are an innovator, for real, in the way that you do it. Like, just me when I first met you, because I do believe I first met you when I was doing security at Aura,
probably
at the time.
Yeah.
And
it's a vibe.
yeah, it's a vibe, and the R&B, the R&B nights. It was that was always one of my favorite nights because I'm already an R&B head, so it was just like it made it way easier. I knew how the crowd was gonna be, and it was good music all through the night. So we appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
But going into what college did you go to?
University of Toledo.
Okay.
So, yeah,
and what for?
Marketing professional sales.
Oh, shoot.
So my marketing background. So I mean, I got a 9 to 5.
I see.
I know a lot of people just think that I just do the lounge and I DJ, but no, I had a whole career outside of all of this as well. So yeah, it's definitely something that, like I said, I wear many hats.
That's good. That's good. So how did the promoting happen? The being a curator. I'm not even gonna say promoter because we got basic promoters and then we have curators that are going to hold the vibe.
The term promoter always is funny with me because, like I said, like I look at a little bit different than most people. For a promoter, to me, it's just like you just coming in and you just literally promoting a party. You're not doing anything different than what the place has to offer. Right. In my instance, like I said, more of an event planner, event coordinator. It's more so like I really put things together, whether it's a band, it's a different setup to, whatever else it may be. So that's kind of how I looked at it. It was like, no, I'm about to come in here, I'm about to do something completely different. And I'm about to get people to come to a place that they've never been before and be comfortable with that.
That's what's up.
That's the difference to me, because a lot of people, they just promote, like, yeah, man, come here. Like, okay, you want to get Noir on a Saturday, bro. Like, we gonna have people here on Saturday. You're not doing anything that's different.
You're not doing anything that's different or setting yourself
apart. You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I hate when, like, people come up to me like, yeah, man, y'all should do an R&B night. I'm like, you do an R&B night? Where you been at? Like, you don't even do your research. So, like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that is, like, the little weird things that people do that kind of, like, I don't think you pay attention. So, I'm also big in, like, researching, understanding.
Knowing your market.
Yes, what Columbus needs. So, I was one, I'm not say the first, but I was one of the first people to kind of bring in, like, the brunch. I brought a brunch here. We did that for a while, called it It's a Brunch. So that was kind of my tag, was It's a Brunch, It's a Vibe. We'll do live bands, get people out, different things like that. So a lot of people that have even come to Noir don't even know that. Like, that's where I started at. So a lot of times when you're talking to me, you're not talking to me, you think you're talking to a club owner, but I'm also in that mind state of, I know how this works. So you can't get over on some little stuff. I'm like, no, that don't make sense.
That's one thing that I think a lot of people miss when they're going to the club owners, because a lot of the club owners, they weren't. I would say a lot of those club owners don't really get the concept of certain things. But if you're a curator and you've been that, and then you go into that market of being a lounge owner or a club owner, you already know what's going to work and what's not going to work, and how it's going to benefit you more than anything. So that's what I think that does set your lounge and your place apart from others, because you're not afraid to move shit around. Like,
for sure.
Her Confessions.
Yeah.
When you moved all the furniture out and actually had a space where people can dance and move around, that's something different, because that's making people realize that there is more space to move around and you can dance. Like, people ain't dancing no more, or they don't like to dance no more. They'll sit and they rely on the sections, and I do believe that's because of the switch after COVID. Because
that's part of it for sure, but I'm gonna veer back to the beginning of the question because I never answered it. So how it all started?
Yes.
So how it all started for me as a promoter, this was in high school. This was my senior year, so I was 18, and I always kind of grew up, and I'm gonna go off. So
it's all
on some
good.
different
It's all good.
roads,
We got
'cause
time.
My mind just kind of just wonders, but like I was just talking to somebody and I'm literally telling her like, yo, teens don't have a place to party anymore.
It's a fact.
So like that's why I think a lot of them are socially awkward or weird or kind of, you know what I'm saying, in those spaces because they don't have that. They don't have a place where we used to have teen clubs. We used to have, you know, teen parties and things like that where you could just go off. Like, I don't even know if they even having a dance with a girl or, you know what I'm saying, vice versa, whatever, until they get to college.
Facts.
And now, you know what I mean?
It's very
different.
sheltered. It's very sheltered.
Yeah, so that's something that, you know what I mean, for me, that was kind of like, dang, but kind of from where I came from, I did a after prom. So we did an after prom party, me and my cousin, and that's kind of how it all started for me. Was once we did that, it was pretty much like, man, we split like 4,000. So we split like 2,000. We got like 2,000 apiece. I'm like,
It's tough. Yeah.
As an 18-year-old, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait a minute.
We sitting on something.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
like, wait a minute. So then, I mean, I ended up doing like, I think 3 parties if I went to college. Like my graduation party, did a 4th of July party. I think I did something else. It was just like, got me some bread. I'm like, hold on, like, yeah. So when I went to college, I ended up, you know, kind of getting cool with some people or whatever else like that. A lot of people that I was cool with was Kappas, so I ended up getting in with them, and eventually I became a Kappa as well. But that was kind of the thing, was like we were doing the parties, we were doing everything. So my freshman year, I'm running the party buses, we filling out the party buses, making sure you know, people would had transportation from campus to the parties, then they get back on. So I mean, it was crazy, bro. Part of the promotion group I was with brought Drake to Toledo, which a lot of people don't. You know, Drake came to Toledo, then he also came out here.
He
I believe it was
Ice and Fire.
Yeah, I was there.
Fire,
funny thing, I was like 19. But yeah, I was there.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Those are monumental moments, bro. Like,
so,
to have somebody of that caliber here. I think he came with the Drake and the T Wayne Experience, because they had a concert.
Gotcha.
It was nationwide.
No, but yeah, it was crazy, man. So yeah, we did that. I said that was one of the moments I said my freshman year that was just like, okay. So I started to just see it, and then as time went on, you know, just kind of start doing parties in Toledo. I mean, we would do house parties at the Kappa house, bro, and it would be like a zoo. Like, when I tell you, we living in like a residential area, so you got people parking in other people's driveways just to get to our house.
To the spot.
And I'm telling you, like, police come, man, it's look like a Project X party, like.
Damn.
But I was always different too, so when I say a house party, I don't mean like we just got some speakers playing music. I'm bringing a DJ. But we're gonna get a real DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna make this a real party. Because it's like, you know what I mean, we're gonna pay them, it's kind of
the experience,
$100, you know what I'm saying, to do a party or whatever else like that. So, but nah, we had some times, man, and then from there I ended up moving here.
What made you move to Columbus, bro?
Honestly, work, brother. It was one of those things. It was here or Cleveland at the time, and then I got more family out here, so it was easier transition for me to move here in Cleveland. I'd have been sleeping on a homeboy couch or something like that.
I feel it.
So I was like, I'd rather go over here, you know, get some good family time, make sure I can get my own room for a minute or whatever. And then, so yeah, I moved out here, and I actually didn't do parties for a while. So I was just chilling, you know, trying to figure it out. And then one of my people called me and was like, man, we should do a black homecoming in Toledo. I'm like, huh? So then I ended up putting that together. So I did that from like 2015, 2019. Once COVID hit, it kind of killed it. But we had a lot of moments. Toledo also had a lot of venues, so it was kind of tough. But I mean, we had a lot of momentum, man, and it was rolling. And then COVID kind of killed that. But then once that kind of happened, in between that timeline, that's when I was doing the It's a Vibe and a couple different things. A lot of people know or they don't know, but my birthday parties, you probably seen a promo video.
Your birthday parties
yeah,
is always top tier, dog.
Like that's always a good one.
It's gonna be a theme, and you gotta bring that energy, bring the vibe.
You gotta know.
And it was nostalgic, bro. I feel like your birthdays have definitely been period pieces and
for sure,
and pieces of organic and nostalgic moments in our culture and things that resonate to you.
One moments I'm really mad about 2022 2022 or 2023, I think 2022. I brought Fabo in. I had a 2000s party, and I brought Fabo in at had an Aura. But man, it snowed so damn bad that day. I went to the J.
I remember that.
It snowed so bad. So I was just happy that people even came out. But man, it went crazy.
I was working that event actually.
But yeah, that would have been. If it wouldn't have snowed like that, it would have went
up.
Well, yeah,
it definitely would have been.
But no, it was still a good time. But man, I was kind of mad about that snow. But yeah, so I had 70s. I had the 2000s. I mean, like I said, I try to do a little bit different, try to make an experience out of everything. But definitely, if you ever seen the promos, you know,
definitely
it's definitely gonna be different.
I feel like my favorite promo was when we were talking to the therapist.
Oh yeah,
that was the one.
Yeah,
that was a really good one.
So the funny thing is, like,
where did that idea come from?
Like, so I shout out to Leak, DJ Leak. He was doing some things like that, and I had told him a minute ago. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna let you know when I use it. So then my homegirl, like she's a real therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So in that video, like, oh, that's legit. Like the office and everything is legit. So, but just one of those things that I kind of I do on my own. I write on my own. Like I write like a movie script.
Mm-hmm.
Person one, person two, me, da 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 da. So for the most part, it just off the top of the brain. I'm kind of seeing something. I kind of like something. I'm just kind of putting it down, putting it in my notes, and then I got a whole spark notes here. I got a whole like 5 show webinar web series thing for New R alone right now in my phone. I just haven't did it yet. So a lot of it is videography.
Okay.
Got to find the right person that would make sense to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like also finding the right people that I would want to be in it. Because I want to make it into almost like an office type situation where
confessionals and stuff like that too.
Yeah. We got like some.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, so I got it all. Like I said, I'm already started it. I was supposed to get with one of my homegirls out of LA that kind of does, a lot of the script writing and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna happen.
Okay.
I got something probably coming soon.
I'm looking forward to that one. That's gonna be a good one, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I got something coming soon for one of my Love Jones parties.
Mm-hmm.
That's the R&B day party. So I got something coming for that pretty soon. I got it written down. I just gotta get the right people in place.
Okay. So going back to COVID, in the placement of that, what did you learn about yourself as well as the idea, your idea placement in certain things like promotion and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, and then the transition from promotion to full lounge owner.
So,
but first, what did you learn about yourself?
So COVID was interesting. For me, it was more so like you said, I was doing parties, so I always had a 9 to 5, but
Mm-hmm.
that was always just that extra money on the side, a couple $1,000 here and there, whatnot.
You can't go wrong with that.
So funny enough, during COVID, I started doing candles. That was
Did not know that.
Oh yeah, I make candles. Yeah, so another side hustle. I do. It's crazy.
Multiple avenues.
It's crazy, bro. I was just saying. Hold on, I'll give you even deeper gem. I used to make beef jerky. I know, completely random.
Time out. No.
Completely random.
Do you have the jerky anymore?
No, I ain't made jerky in like probably like 7 years.
Whenever you do, brother.
But yeah,
let me know.
I ain't gonna hold you. It was fire.
I believe it.
It was just the process. It takes so long.
Takes long.
Yeah, to do everything. But back to COVID. So I started making candles. So that was kind of like my thing because I knew I couldn't get into the event spaces and do the things that I wanted to do because
Right.
you know 6 feet and 4 people, 50
Yep.
people, whatever it was. So, but that also created me to start. This shit gonna end.
Yeah.
And when this shit end, what am I doing to be prepared for what I take that next step? So at that point, I got the business plan ready for Noir. So at that point, I'm starting to search for places like, okay, I know we not finna be here. They not finna shut the world down.
Yeah.
We gotta open up sometime. Something gotta happen. So that's when I started planning. So that was that timeline where I'm like, well, I seen what other places was doing. And again, I'm not trying to knock anybody for their practices, but for me, it was always like, I brought these people here, and I just made this bar $10,000, and they just gonna let me keep the door.
I want more.
I couldn't.
There is more. I know that.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like you couldn't kick me back. Nothing. You couldn't. You know what I'm saying. Reimburse. Try to figure out a way to work with me. Like, or you know what I mean. Or they would try to charge you. A lot of the other spaces, as I'll call them.
Yeah.
They would try to charge you crazy numbers. Like you got to buy food. You got to have this for each person. By the time you racked it down, you're like, that's 10,000. Even if I sell tickets at $50 a head, like
you were still not making that.
Yeah,
and
like
I still owe you, and I'm not gonna.
How am I winning here? Yeah. Like how we working together. So that's kind of how that thought process came about. But New Artist came. I had the business plan, literally like a year and a half, and I just kind of was sitting on it. And then once COVID kind of was like at that point where it's like, I think we're kind of getting to where everybody's coming back outside. You can kind of move around a little bit. You know, I met with one of my partners and literally was just chopping it up. He's like, yeah, man, like at the gym here that people don't know, Noir was actually supposed to be a brunch space.
Just a brunch space.
So, yes, it was going to be more of a brunch space, early kick it, and then we were going to kind of take it into like not really a nightlife space. But when we were doing our build out, because we had to redo the whole space. So like that space was a warehouse. It was never anything in there. It was never, so everything that you'll see today, it was built out. So we literally did that from scratch.
Yeah.
So when they were doing it, they said if we were to put it in the kitchen, which would have cost like another $100,000 or so, but it would have pushed the bar out
because the kitchen would have been where the bartenders and stuff.
Yeah. It'd push the bar out to where it'd probably cut our capacity down to like 70 people.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So for us, we kept it, you know, in this, and we kind of pivoted into going into more of the night space with the lounge. And I think people it's always funny talking to people about the lounge because they think it's always like crazy packed and busy, and you got to pick your nights.
Yeah,
you know
true.
I mean? So,
and then y'all bring you have your happy hour as well, and it's very chill, and
people don't know about that, and that could be on us. We got to do a better job of marketing, but like I think hands down probably one of the best if you're looking for drinks, happy hours in the city.
Yeah,
easily.
Just because y'all's location is clutch too. Like not only are the drinks good, the drinks are really, really good. The ambiance is great, but the with y'all being downtown and having the corporate world down here, and then you have people from the condos that come down as well. Yeah, sure. This is a location spot now.
Yeah.
So sure. That's one thing that I did like, because me and my wife, we like to move around a little bit early though. We don't like to be out and about.
Yeah.
But y'all's happy hours have been top tier, bro.
Yeah, like I said, that's good. And then also the number one thing, like people always ask me why we chose this location. For me, it's always been parking. Like I chose this because of parking. Like you can park on the street, you can park in the lot next to us, behind us. It's a parking garage right there. It's another lot of street over. So like for downtown, everybody know at this point you gotta have to pay something.
Oh yeah, you definitely
to park. So for me, that was one of the main reasons why we did choose this area in this side of town.
That's clutch. Now, what did you learn about yourself
Yep.
That was one of them, because you did tell me about the business side
Yep.
of things.
Yep.
But what did you learn about yourself during COVID?
Just how I move and how I work. Like, I'm a doer. Like, a lot of people are into the talking about, and you know what I mean. But I'm more of a, I'ma just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gotta be good. I'm a fix it as I go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I was doing candles, and when I tell you, like, when I get into something, I'm all in. So like, those are the things that kind of like was for me. Don't get me wrong, man. COVID was tough because, you know, I live with myself, so it's like I was just in my house. I'm like,
secluded.
yeah, like, you know what I mean. You had all these things, like, damn, like, what am I about to do? So I had to, like I said, just so put it on yourself to kind of think and figure it out. And eventually, it got to a point where, you know, it was just like, dang, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is what I want to do. So I just kind of figured out myself at that point. Like, all right, I know how I move now. I know I can do this. I know I can do that. If I start this, I know I'm gonna be able to fix it and tweak it and kind of get it to a point to where I'm good. Like, I did my candles, bro. I mean, when I really dropped them, I sold out. You know, I wasn't even prepared for it. And that was you know what I'm saying, the gift and the curse, because like, damn, I wish I'd have made more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well,
it's something that you did.
It took me time to even perfect it to get to this point. You know, and I was still, I'm telling you, bro, I had a shitty setup. It was terrible, man. Like, it took so long because I didn't understand, like, you know, getting a wax melter instead of I was doing a double boil with the boiling water and putting it over it.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Because they definitely, like, I do realize during COVID, there was a lot of things that started up.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of people doing candles, aroma, the oils.
Find your space, bro.
Yeah, you had to find it, or maybe you just didn't do anything. You just sat and then
went to work,
and processed and did everything, because I was still essential.
Yeah.
But I had to do something. It wasn't.
Yeah, like,
it was work and something else. I have to be creative. I can't not be idle, because it gives me an itch.
My mind would just start
go everywhere, and
crazy,
there's no
bro.
reason for it after that point.
Yeah, so I think that's so another thing that also kind of came from that, and people still talk about this to the day. It's like, I would have like I had a house, you know what I'm saying, like, pretty nice size house, to where I would have 15-20 people come over and we would do karaoke in my house.
That's dope.
So little stuff like that would be like, you know, hey, you want to get outside? We ain't gonna have too many people, but, you know, I would have my homeboy cook some food or something, and then, you know, everybody bring a bottle or whatever else like that. We just do karaoke at the crib and just have a good time. And so little stuff like that would still keep me in that realm of being in the scene, but at the same time, it wasn't big. But I mean, people still talk about it to today. So I'm like,
it had to be something.
It meant something to somebody. So this is like the candles, man. Like I said, I don't really do them no more. I'm supposed to revamp them on the way. On the way. But honestly, those was, I still get people like, man, you still make candles when you? So I'm like, okay, so y'all mess with them.
You should bring them back.
I just gotta get, I got some. I just gotta get back into
whenever
that
you do, let me know, because we
and
do candles.
So the funny thing is, I probably keep saying that to the funny thing is, but I actually do candles now. I switched up my whole
process.
Yeah, and I kind of make it into even the labeling and everything now. So I make them based off of songs that I feel resonate with the candle, and a lot of it is going to be R&B based.
That's tough.
So I have a candle, like a pineapple sage candle, but the name of it is Sweet Love.
Okay.
So I have, I think, 4 or 5. Again, this is all
R&B inspired.
Yeah, all unreleased information.
Hey, listen,
so I have
I appreciate it.
I have another one, Somebody Loves Me. It kind of smells like Baccarat, so.
Ooh,
kind of go.
That's that neo soul. Let's go.
Kind of go with the song.
Yeah.
I got, the Untitled. I got the D'Angelo. How Does It Feel? I got one of those. And then I think the last one I'm going to make is going to be Session 32. So
I'm gonna need the Untitled and the Section 82.
Oh yeah, I'm playing around with some. I got some stuff. I just gotta get the labeling right. So that's my main thing there. So, but that's my COVID takeaway is, you know what I mean? Like I said, it just helped me learn who I was and how I wanted to move. and then really start to put the things that I stop talking and start doing. That's really
dope.
what it was. It gave me the ability to do.
People needed that. I do believe through COVID for me it was music therapy. A lot of music therapy, and I got to create a lot. If it wasn't music, it was art. Outside of that, it was just the ability to reconnect with my people too, like reconnecting, checking the check-in factor, and checking into my. I was able to check into everything on myself, on my people, and then
you're not going nowhere. Kind of like
you're not.
It puts you in the space and be like, at least, hey man, how you doing? You text somebody.
The placement, bro.
Yes, that's
it made you appreciate what is right then and there at this moment, this time. Talking about your candles and how they're R&B inspired.
Yep.
And I appreciate you throwing that up. That was a definite lob. R&B for you, I see is a big thing. I would want to know if you have a top 5 R&B songs on you. Because just based off of last night and that transitions that I've heard and being there in real time, a few times that you jumped on and you did your thing, I can see where it's at. But a top 5, it don't have to. It can be for right now. I give you a right now. Like my right now, yes.
Song that I just like.
That you gotta hear.
If you come to New Orleans, you'll probably hear these songs.
Yeah.
I love that Tim's record. That
oh yeah.
What You Need. That is so fire to me, and it's like I relate because like get away from me. So it's like she really talking.
She really she talking.
Really like get away from me. Like
leave me alone.
I'm not good for you. So that's one of them. Drake Come Through.
Okay.
That's like one of my. Some people may not say it's R&B, but that's R&B for me.
It's not R&B, but
for me,
he's
that melody that
it's the
R&B. Yeah.
So the reason why I say it's not R&B because it's not truly singing. That's the only reason why I say that.
I respect.
But he gives the essence of R&B. So
I
can appreciate that because a lot of niggas said that the last album that he did was an R&B album that he did with The Weeknd. And I feel like that was my bad. It's not The Weeknd because The Weeknd ain't
they did. They beat.
But the one that he did with Party, it was commandeered.
Okay, so
I feel like Party was working on something. He was like, "Hey, let's do this because I'm not doing too good right now." But nonetheless, so you said Drake.
Yeah, I got to come.
We got 2.
If you Right My Wrongs, Bryson Tiller. I'm gonna play that.
I need people to realize how long Bryson Tiller gonna be around, bro.
Yeah, because that was one of them ones. I had to. I gotta throw Chris in there. So I'm gonna say probably Ain't No Way or Privacy.
Okay,
for Chris Brown.
You can tie those both together, yes.
Yeah, and then for a 5th, let me see. I'm a Beyonce fan, so I'm gonna throw Beyonce in there.
Okay.
But typically, if I'm gonna go with Beyonce, it's probably gonna be either be Signs or Speechless. On her side of things.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said.
Okay. That's the Beyonce I remember.
Yeah.
That's the Beyonce that I remember, the R&B Beyonce.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, and she got, and shout out to Reba, because even yesterday, like, she was playing a couple Destiny Child songs, and I'm like, okay, I ain't heard that.
Yeah, bring you right back.
Yeah, like, I ain't heard that in a minute. So I love when, I'm DJing with other people, or if I'm in a lounge and, people can take you back to a time period or some song that you like. What you know about that? So yeah, that's always good for me.
So another question: what does R&B mean to you?
Oof. I feel like it's kind of lost as much. Now I'm not gonna say it as you just don't hear. It's not as big as it used to be to me. So but it was like you would really seem like you would feel that way about however they were singing it. That's how you felt about that person. So that was always a big thing for me, was like I'm a yearner, so it's something like I
You
feel
say the yearn.
yes, like I feel
They're not yearning anymore.
They don't
As much. I'm not gonna say
you
anymore.
can't say at all. But
It's not as much, and it's been more placed towards sex.
Sex, and then it's always
no
like
innuendos
a toxic
either.
situation. It's never like I don't feel like we get the love.
Yeah.
Aspect as much.
The good side of what this is.
No ballads. It's more. So I mean, of course, I'm sure there's some out there. I'm not saying
there are a few, but you got to look for it too.
But yeah,
you definitely got to look for it.
They don't push. I feel like the R&B side as much as the rap side anymore. Like,
because it costs a little bit more money too. It does.
Okay.
When it comes to an honest ballad, there's a little bit more time taken with it. It's just like all the senses, visual. When you listening to it, how it takes its time. We don't the attention span of individuals now is very quick. You'll get you'll get close to like 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and then the song is over. Where when it was long form, we got like a whole 5 minutes, and it took you through there. It was taking you through there, and it made you understand. It's those senses. If you're not tasting, if you're not smelling it, there is a feeling. That's why when you say candles and you put the candle aspect towards it, and you brought in what the R&B sense of it is. That is one thing that ties R&B to that is how you feel, the smell of things, like how everybody says R&B hit them when they're cleaning or when they were cooking, the family reunions and stuff like that. It's a sense of nostalgic and how love is supposed to be felt. And in a world that is not a lot of love given or shown, that's where it's taken away. And R&B is supposed to live in those areas and live in those spaces.
No, for sure, and that's something like I said. It's there. You got some people that I've been trying to pick up on a couple new R&B artists, but at the same time, it's like you don't just hear them just popping off like they used to. So, I mean, again, I'm also not probably as active as I once was on YouTube and things like that, but it was still nice to just kind of hear some different sounds.
Get something new, yeah.
Back in the day, like I said, when you was on MySpace, you had the Pretty Willie, which, again, like, why are we listening to that, even though we're all the way in Ohio? You know what I mean? How do we even catch that vibe?
The internet opened, when the internet opened up, it opened us up to different sounds.
Say Yes, Lil Corey. Like, those was the, you know what I mean? It's a million other ones that I can probably talk about that, you know what I'm saying?
We wasn't supposed to really be listening to some of those during that time either, though. Like,
hell, Pretty Ricky alone
by themselves
was my freshman year of high school. So Pretty Ricky alone, bro, like, it was no way we were supposed to be. Once you really dissect that,
we wasn't supposed to listen to that. How do you feel? And this is just me, just hearing from the internet. How you feel about Lil Fizz saying that B2K was better than Pretty Ricky?
Ooh, that's two.
It's two different lanes. It's two different lanes.
You talk about a ribeye, we talk about a filet mignon. Like they the same cut, brother. Yeah, they the same cut. I mean,
because they were more popular.
Teens, younger generation. I would say B2K all day. Like the teen kind of grown adult, like younger adults. That was Pretty
like
Ricky.
Listen, from like 15 to up, it was during that time. I don't think we really should have been listening to Pretty Ricky during that time, but they had people on lock, like even along with the videos that. The grinding videos. You grinding every day.
I forgot.
What are we doing here?
But they used to be going crazy. But I mean, you got to think, even now, like, you can still play Pretty Ricky in the space, and people gonna sing it. The younger generation, the older generation. B2K is a little bit harder. Right, it's not B2K. Is B2K?
Yeah, it's B2K.
Okay, it's a little bit harder. Like I played a Marion yesterday.
That's a Marion though.
Also true. It's kind of hard to play B2K in this space, or outside of the nostalgic vibes. Yeah, it is a little bit more difficult. That's why I think It's just too different, bro.
I got everything I want in my life except a girlfriend.
It's different.
To
man.
grind on me, that's crazy. Like,
yeah, like you can't compare those two. Like they do just do a versus at this point.
Nah, I don't think they should do that. They should not do that.
But
There's
ain't
too
nothing
much lust in the world right
I'm
now.
saying, but it ain't nothing but, you know what I'm saying, whoever at that point got more fans in the building.
That's a fact. That is a factoid. Speaking about verses, what would be a R&B verses that you would want to see? Because we got the Tank and and Tyrese.
Yeah,
that was very lackluster. I actually did a review on the whole thing because it could have been better.
For sure.
Definitely could have.
What's always interesting too, because with people like that who write songs, it always get a little different because it's like, oh well, that's not his song, but
he wrote it.
Yeah, but
so there was a demo, so he sang it.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you know how people,
they
ain't performing.
That's not fair.
I mean, because like I said, I would say, I mean, you already got Chris Brown and Usher, so that would that would be an easy one.
Seeing that, are you going to that R&B?
I don't know. I seen Usher in Vegas already, and I seen Chris Brown like last year,
Breezy Bowl or something.
Yeah, so it's like
you're gonna get the same.
Yeah, ain't too much different gonna happen. I mean, I guess Chris Brown got a new CD. I haven't heard it yet, but that would be something I guess he would perform a little bit of. But we know most people going for the older, nostalgic vibes of.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
About what?
I don't think Usher gonna do that. Usher is nostalgic, yes, but so this is why I'm saying this, okay? Chris Brown has gone through 3 vocal changes in his career. I would say 3 or 4. It was his first album when he came out. Then we got, then we have, I would say, his Fame album. That was another vocal, or no, Future was his other vocal change, the one that with the Blue album and had that's stuff. Yeah. So that's the 3rd change, and the 4th one was I would say 2 albums after that. I think it's Indigo. So there's 3 vocal changes where Usher has only had 2.
Takes a young boy to now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's only had 2 because it was the I'm a Mac era, and then the transition from Confessions and on. Confessions was a standalone album. It can stand alone by itself. There was no skips, and this is when we talk about where you went from when you said we listened to what whole albums.
For sure.
That like the storytelling, the dynamic in the album all the way through, where now we have albums that are meant to be playlists.
Honestly though, but yeah, because I mean albums are
playlists
30 minutes now.
Yeah.
Like albums are, you got 10 songs.
You get in and get out.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes a piece, and it's like, man, but
it goes back to the attention spans now though.
I don't know on that versus piece, because like I don't even feel like you can so this, I'll say this just to be off the rail. Beyonce #1 performance that I have probably ever seen. Like, she does everything, sings, dance. Chris Brown's probably #2.
Yeah.
That I have seen.
Sing and dance.
And then you probably have, to me, that I have seen, Usher's probably #3. Skates, singing, dancing, moving around. He's not as
back then,
as
that's
them.
Because that knee surgery. He had 2 knee surgeries.
Okay.
And then the shoulder one. So in that, he's way more seasoned. But I would say around the Raymond versus Raymond, the Raymond versus Raymond album, he still overperformed going domestically and then globally. Yeah. His global tour. So I would definitely say with performing before the surgeries, he had it just like he would pop out and everything like that. He can't do as much as that now, so he has to cater to those now. But
I didn't know that either. So but yeah,
I'm a big Usher fan, so that's why I said that. But I know in the dynamic, it would still be a great show regardless.
Yeah. So but piggyback. So just thinking, I don't know on that question. Like I said, I think the Usher and Chris Brown would probably be the best verses you could probably get.
Definitely.
I don't
Hands
think
down.
no one could compete with Beyonce on that scale or that. So it's like, who else would you want to see outside of that? I don't know if no one really has enough, other than like some of the older groups. I mean, like if we're talking more in the early 2000s, late 2000s kind of run of pretty much our era.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if anyone has enough.
We'll be able to do it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone has enough. Like, 20 songs is a lot of songs. Unless, maybe somebody like a Neo could pop out and he probably wrote some things that I don't know about.
For real, he did one with Austin. He did one with Austin, like when the verses first came out, and I learned a lot of stuff about it on that one by itself.
Yeah.
I would want to receive the Dream do something else with somebody else.
The
Dream, because he's about to come out with another album too. Yeah, he did one with
It's beginning
with
kinda,
he did
COVID,
one with
COVID don't count. Your brain just be different off the COVID. But yeah, I said, I know he wrote.
Man,
that dude, yeah,
he just stayed attached to Beyonce. He didn't did Rihanna, but he stayed attached to Beyonce. He did her last album too. Like, he's one of them ones. Like, I would want.
A lot of people don't know.
I want to see him and Neo go up.
That would be bad. I remember I done played. I think it's called Ghetto with him and Big Sean.
Oh yeah.
And at the end of it, got that Beyonce, the Dance for You part on there. And people would be like, y'all didn't know that the Dream wrote this.
Listen.
Yeah.
So that's why that was one reason why I wanted to do this too, to pick your mind on R&B then versus now.
Yeah, for sure.
When we're talking about songwriting, paying attention to details, as well as how it made you feel, what artist stands out to you with songwriting outside of just our normal what we're hearing day to day? Who would stand alone for you?
I would say The Dream is definitely one of the biggest, because it's like, even when you just kind of hear some of the stuff, it's like, who wrote that? Static Major.
Yeah, bro,
like,
come
on. A lot of people don't know, but like, bruh had some. He was an influence behind a lot of things that
came out
we
of
still listen to, or that came out of that early 2000s. Unfortunately he passed away, but he was definitely one of them ones, like locking in with like Pretty Ricky and all them other groups. That
it was the storytelling. It was the falling in love, falling out of love, the feeling of love through that, and like his pen between him and Missy Elliott, bro. When them being in that camp, fine tuning each other's swords and everything, pause if needed. But I felt like they bounced off of each other and used the charisma of Timbaland's beats to find, I would say, their niche. Because after Missy Elliott did wrote with Aaliyah, and then Static Major writing with Genuine, like the whole 2 albums of Genuines was Static Major.
They say he has some, and then I mean, even with what was that group? The Players.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. Like people don't even know that. Like the Cheers to You, like stuff like that. Like that's. I still play.
I just heard that last night.
Yeah, like I said, I still play stuff like that, but people don't always understand or know what it is. But you know what I mean? It's, to me, I'm like, this is timeless music. Like these are things that we don't get too much anymore. But I said, no, Static was a beast, man. Like just learning about it later, like I said, I didn't know about it in the early side. Like now that I'm kind of like getting more into it.
You're really digging in the crates, and that's what we're gonna get to now too. With you digging in the crates, and like we're transitioning into that because you opened up Noir, and then I felt like for me out of nowhere you started. I see the reason why you wanted to do it too is if you're waiting on the DJ you want to be able to fill in that
No,
time.
for sure. Yep.
Fill in that time, making sure people are still feeling the vibe, and then when the DJ for the night comes in, that's the set transition right over. That I gotta give you your flowers and kudos on that, because that was great. But that's me thinking about it. How was that experience for you though, coming into it?
So I always wanted to get into it. I got a lot of great DJ friends just from being a promoter.
For sure.
I could always reach out to a Burn, a Corey Grant, or anybody, and just kind of like, help me out or whatever else like that. But once we got into the space and we bought our own board, I had no reason not to.
That's a fact.
I want to learn as much as I can about this. So I learned the lights, I learned the sound, I learned everything about the club or the lounge so far, to where I know how to run almost anything without having anybody around.
That's good.
So at first, like you said, it was just kind of like, I'm going to just kind of fill in, kind of go about it or whatever else like that. But I picked it up really quick. Boom. So then, you know what I mean? I was kind of like still, working with people. Like I would have, Chase would come in, Midas, whoever else would, hey man, let me see what you got. Let me hear you out. And like they would just kind of critique or tell me and then it got to a point where I was just like, oh, I understand that. And then I would start practicing on my own. That's the thing, like people don't.
So you got your own board too then. So it was a board here.
No, I would take this board
home.
We close Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm just bringing it back on Thursday.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Hey, got it.
Get your hours in
or
on that too.
I would come up here on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. I'm practicing from 7 to 9, 7 to 10. Nobody knows I'm here, but I'm just in there just, going crazy, kind of taking my notes, right on my phone. Ooh, this blend good with this, or, get my transitions right. But one thing that I never did, which is always, it's a hit or miss with a lot of people. Like, I don't really practice unless it's like a theme. Like if I'm doing an event and it's like 2000, okay, I'm gonna get my 2000s together and I'm gonna start, trying to put that together. But like on any given night, I just got my songs in my crate. However I'm feeling, that's what we playing.
That's fire.
So you know what I mean. And I also read the room. That's the number one thing I think a lot of people
gotta
don't
read
do.
the room.
Yeah, I just read the room, and we're gonna go from there. If it's women in there,
it's gonna be tailored to the women.
Yeah, we tailored to the women. Like I don't care if this person come up to me talking about something they wanna, bruh. You see all these women in here, we gonna cater to them.
Right.
And then when it comes time, I'm gonna throw something else in there. But no, that was my big thing. Was, man, I had no excuse at that point. Like, I had everything I needed. Like who else could, come in and just have the whole club sound? You got everything at that point. I had the music. I said my homeboy, whole hard drive. So I'm like, I'm gonna learn this.
That's tough. And then with you doing that, I saw more and more often where you had a DJ workshop.
Yes. So
that is dope. Where did that one idea come from?
I'm telling you, like, as many people ask me, and this is probably about year 3-ish of me DJing, maybe coming up on 3.5, maybe 3.5. So people ask me all the time, like, bro, can you know how to DJ? I'm like, no and yes. Because you coming up here and I'm not gonna help you, because like at this point I'm DJing. Like, let me DJ. Like, if you come up here while I'm working. So it was just more so like, man, I was talking and I'm just like, man, I want to put something together. People keep asking me, but I didn't know kind of like what to expect or what the thought process was behind it. So I just started putting it together. Right, bro, I'm just literally putting it together. I didn't know me and Sneaks. I ended up hitting up Sneaks. I mean, I hit up Sneaks, I hit up Burn, I hit up Chase, I hit up Sequel, IQ, Midas, Jig. Like, it was all supportive of it, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope because I didn't even teach a class. Like, Sneaks kind of put the class. We had slideshows, we had everything together with that. We was literally in there showing them how to do things, having them make their own mixes. The biggest challenge was computers and being able to like actually have their own music and board. So my thought process was eventually, if I can get this big enough, either get some funding from somewhere or something like that. But it honestly was just a thought. I'm like, man, like it would be dope, because what I also would do with those people that get through the program, they would then get a spot at Noir. So now I'd have had
to open up.
I had 3 people so far. Shout out to G Lovington. He been DJing a lot of places.
Lovington. I'm about to get him on the pod too, because he's acting too.
Yeah. So that's where it all came from. He was acting, but then he was just always telling me like, bro, DJ. So I was like, man, just sign up for the class. We'll get it together. But yeah, he's been everywhere, a lot more, getting out there. I had him come through, some nights.
Yep.
I have him do a night here. I have him fill in whenever. So, just getting some bread.
Shout out to Jay.
Faro, my boy, Pharaoh, sorry about that, but he does a lot of different things. I know he be at Vibes, but he'll come here. I get him set up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the money that they spent to do the class, they're getting it right back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And my boy Jordan, he ain't ready all the way yet, but he's still practicing. He want to get there. I think a lot of times just kind of you're nervous. You just want to make sure you're ready when the time is right.
Yes,
but like I said, all 3 of them out there doing it. They always come in, check in. They always like, man, thank you. So I definitely feel it's definitely beneficial if I can, which I will. I have to say if I can. We will have another one. Like a lot of people have been asking me, but it's more so just getting timing right.
That's dope. I do want to just commend you for that.
Oh, for sure.
Because in anything you are actually paying it forward,
yep.
and you're passing what you understand down, and then that opens them up to another community as well.
Yeah.
Like the community here outside of just here, but the whole world, like you said, it's great to see somebody paying it forward, bringing somebody along with them, teaching them the ropes and the strategies, and having other people around them, just not you, but Sequel, Burn, Chase, all of these individuals that are out here doing tremendous things with DJing in general, but the students are actually starting to see that, learn from them as well. So,
and then not even just that, but like understanding like these are your not peers, but peers at the same time. Like they're not on the same as far as DJing,
right?
But, you know what I mean? But these are people that
it's
you
mentorship.
Can talk to. Yeah, you can.
It's
talk
mentorship.
To. These are people that you can actually like. So if I bring them all in, I mean, like I said, IQ probably one of the biggest.
Yeah.
And I mean,
shout out to IQ.
Everything. You know what I mean? So that was huge, because even for me, like, I'm just getting into like the scratching and really trying to learn that part of it. But I mean, if you ever see your IQ is a beast.
He's a beast on them.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
bro.
Like them seeing that, like if you think I'm good, then it's a whole, you know what I mean? It's a whole different level of DJing if you really want to get into that bag too. So it's always hard. It's more so just finding out what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I try to tell everybody. Like, don't just fit into the norm because I can go to a club at any time. If you want to DJ
you could do
weddings,
so
if you want to
much.
do, like it's so many options and avenues.
You could do events. You could do
Ohio State. Yeah, like
Nationwide Arena, like these corporate events and everything. Like
it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money out here. And a lot of times it don't take nothing but an actual relationship with somebody. That's usually where it comes from. Is you have a relationship with that person, they know you DJ, they're gonna try to bring you in. So like I said, it's definitely beneficial, and I'm thinking, don't quote me on this just yet.
Okay.
But probably August, I'll probably try to do another. I'll probably keep it limited because I don't like going too big on the classes and shit. So
I seen you had like maybe 5 to 8 people.
Yeah, it was like 5.
In there,
yeah, it was like 5 people that I think I had 5 or 6 slots. But 3 had committed, and because it was the funny thing is I never cancel anything, but it had got to a point where like maybe 3 days out, I think only one person signed up, and I was like, is it gonna be enough for me to
keep
to kind of keep like to really. And then literally like a day or two before, 2 people pay their bread, and I was like, well, we doing it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, as long as I got 3, I can make that work. So it was almost not happening because I was like, my time, do I want to, you know what I'm saying? I know it's one person, but it doesn't make sense. So we got to 3, and I was like, man, we're gonna keep it rolling.
And what have you learned from that experience, teaching?
I mean, big shout out to Sneaks. Sneaks saw a lot of it.
Okay.
I was there kind of like as an aid, you know what I'm saying? My thought process was, I got the space, I got the resources, so why not give back to people? So that was my whole thing. But I didn't think I was experienced enough to really give. I can teach you some things, but I think you want someone that be a little bit more. I think Sneaks is probably 8 years or so into it. And then, like I said, I had other people that was coming in and helping out as well. I mean, even the feedback from them has been great, but I would say for me, it was just like, do it. Like, that was my I know I keep saying that, but it's just like, you got to just do the things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, build it and then perfect it as it goes. And that was being my biggest thing, because honestly, I really almost did not do the class. And now, when I tell you, at least once a week, I probably get somebody asking me when you gonna do the next class. And even though I didn't think I did a poor job too, promoting. Like, I should have took some videos and did some things during the sessions, just so I could show people this is what we're working on, this is what we're doing.
So it brought more light to it.
Yeah, for that next class, people would have actually
Had
understood
a visual and see what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
It happens, but and what you did, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, there was a person that I work with in my 9 to 5. I did a
What's the recording?
nah, it's not.
Okay.
Right here.
Cool.
But I did I just came into work and I did the sequel event, the sequel episode, dropped it and everything.
Yep.
He was like, "Oh, that sequel, he was at NOR and helped me." Da da da. I was like, "Oh shoot!"
Yeah.
Like, so just to let you know, it's not you may not see it directly, but it is spoken upon, bro.
Sure.
It has been, and I see with you having that do it mentality, it has worked with you and through you throughout the years that you've been here in Columbus, bro.
Oh, for sure. Make it happen.
And you making it happen when it came to events, you making it happen when it came to Noir, the outcome for the Noir food truck when y'all had it
I just
here
appreciate
too.
you saying the name right too.
Bro, it took people forever. They be like, Nor, what, bro? It's no R. It's black, bro.
Yeah, like,
it's black. That's all it is. It's black and French, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, yes. So, like, I followed the story from the beginning when y'all first opened up, bro, and the journey and story that you told for that, I felt like it was needed. It gave a fresh new breath to Columbus, to have something like that and have it made for not just the regular party goer, but the corporate person,
for sure,
to come out for the happy hours or those event the corporate events that y'all host here.
So much.
It's a lot of stuff that y'all do here that do need to be spotlighted, and outside of that, your do it mentality shows that in every event that you put together. Though there has probably been a lot of pros and cons, I want to personally tell you, bro, this is a space that I enjoy coming to.
Thank you.
I don't go out much, but when I do, I show up and I got to check in here, bro, because I like the environment and I respect what you are doing here.
I think a lot of that, though, like I said earlier, I got to commend my security.
Yes.
They make it feel like it's a safe space, and a lot of people do say that about the space. Like, I come here because I feel safe. I know when I come here, y'all not trying to let people in because y'all cool. Everybody getting searched, everybody getting, and that's what I do like about the space. Is like, you know, we did create that brand.
You did,
and
very early.
It has stuck. You know, so that's definitely something that I got to shout out to my security for sure.
I'll take that because I did do security.
You did.
I did do the security in the beginning and certain times through there. Bro, you have a solid community here, bro. You do. I'm seeing them doing local events, the running, and they're staying mobile. They're moving, and with them doing that together, it shows that there's a tight knit family working in there, and they're working for you, bro.
I agree, man. It's kind of crazy because when you get into this space, you usually think of people in and out.
Yep.
But I will say, for us, for the most part, it's been a lot of the same people. A lot of people like staying with us, staying on board. Yeah, so that lets you know something else. Because in this world, in this nightlife space, bro, people come in and out. Like you always see new bartenders. You always see, but here, I can honestly say, like, if you're with us, you usually stick with us for a while. So that does, like you said, it shows a lot of our business, you know, as well as the people that we actually hire.
Last question, then I'm gonna let you go.
Yes, sir.
Seeing that we in the whip, I need to know what you playing in your whip right now, bro.
Iceman just dropped, so you know I got the I got the Drake going right now. But again, that what you need, Tim's, man. That's my joint right now.
Solid.
So like I said, it's for me though, it's a lot of R&B. I mean, I'm mostly into like the older. You know, I get in the whip, and I'm trying to, like I said, also look into a new artist. I don't
check out
know.
Laycon.
I just
Laycon is from here. That's my dog.
You got with the 614.
Yes.
I just seen.
Yes, that's my dog. That's my dog. Shout out to Laycon.
I don't know this girl's name because it's so hard, but she just dropped some dope stuff too. It's BJRNCK. I don't know.
You might have to send that over to me.
But yeah, like she got this.
Where's she from? Is she?
I don't even know, bro. But but like she dropped the album like last year.
Okay.
So yeah, she got some good stuff going.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who else was there. Top of my head.
I'm gonna send this, a few artists over to you.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
So I'm a little bit more eclectic when it comes to R&B. I like to hear vocals, like good vocals. One of them is Samo. I'll send him over to you too, because I found him and I've been stuck. Luke James has always been one.
Yeah, Luke's fire.
Like Luke is quality. BJ the Chicago kid, Norm. What is his name? Ro James.
Yeah, Ro James. Yeah, I got a lot of it on my phone, but I just, like I said, I've been so far.
Oh, I see. I see you.
Yeah, so it's just like I got so much stuff that I don't even get to everything. That then you just kind of get to the point you're like, I'm just gonna play what I know. You know,
that's what it is. It's so much music that is coming out all the time. So it's
hard to really catch it, and that's why it's funny though, because I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not a big music person like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not this album come out Friday, I gotta listen. I'm kind of like,
if it hit me,
when it comes around, it's gonna come around. But at the same time, you know, being in this space, it also challenges me because, you know what I mean?
You gotta open up a little
when these
bit
DJs come in and they playing something like what's that? That? Where you get that from? You know what I mean? Like, even last night, I was playing something and Sequel was kind of like, they ain't know that. Like, I was playing some Drake, some unreleased Drake. Like, they don't know. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, nah.
You got some unreleased shit?
Yeah. So you know, we we're talking about that off camera.
Okay. Copy behind you. Hey.
but no. So it's just like one of those things that, you know, I enjoy music. It's just like I don't center everything around it, or I'm not just always listening to it.
True.
So it's kind of, you know, one of those things that I just know in that space of, you know, the lounge club. I know what works, what doesn't work. I also am a person that, no disrespect to anybody, you know, but I'm not playing certain songs because I want you to feel a different experience. I don't want you to feel like, oh, it's tired of the same R&B song. It's tired of the, you know, so.
Like, can we talk, bro? Kevin Temp.
Kevin no disrespect to him, but you would never hear that. Songs. Yeah, but you would never hear that from me in a space unless it's someone's party and they requested me to play it.
Yeah.
You know, but I just, like you said, it's so much other music out there, so many other songs that person made that I can go to, you know, like even Chief Keef. You can go with Finito.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can go switch that up, go to somewhere else. You know, go to Earned It, go to whatever else. You know what I mean? It's a lot of songs out there that, like you said, they know it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of DJs play it safe, and I'll say that because when I go in, like I said,
You don't care.
Well, I don't practice.
You gonna play it.
I don't practice nothing like that. So like it's all
you in the spot because I do be seeing you with your headphones in
like,
just to see if it's gonna mix in
make sure
well.
make sure it works. But like you said, I know certain songs just because I have been doing it for a while now that I can put together. Like I got songs that I can just, I can automatically transition with.
Right.
But most of the time, like you said, I'm on the fly because I haven't practiced those transitions on a daily or before the event. But I know it's a free for all format. So yeah, like I said, anytime you see me in there and there's probably something, I might just did that for the first time.
Listen,
right there.
I'm gonna tell you, last night you had it going. I had to listen to it, and I was recording it. I was like, listen to this real quick, like, hey, he in his bag for real.
But yeah, saying last night, I'll go and
what was last night, real quick?
It was R&B Friday, so Do Not Disturb. Mostly, I would say every Friday, but most of our Fridays at Noir we do R&B Fridays. But I'll get on TikTok live, so that's what he's talking about. Every now and then I just pop in just to kind of, give people a different perspective to see what Noir looks like on a Friday, or even a Saturday, because I think the perception that people have that they kind of made up is it's a packed out Friday or Saturday. Like, it's chill too. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, you come in on the right day, you can chill, get a drink, vibe out. It's not always gonna be the club rowdy. It's not that all the time.
Yeah. So. With that, bro, I just wanna appreciate you for taking out your time to speak with me. To give a background on who you are and a little bit of the fabric and essence of what makes you you, as well as what you bring to one, yourself, the community, and two, Noir, bro. And just the whole totality of that, it's great. You bring great energy.
Thank you.
And you show love. You make sure you give back, and you're a person of the community and for the community. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
because that's what this is. This is community based, because I want to let people know that outside of just the corporate mindsets, the corporate world, there is a purpose for a person in the corporate world to still be a creative as well. And so in that, thank you, brother.
No, for sure.
Seriously.
No,
I appreciate you.
No, that's much love, man. It's definitely something that, like you said, that was always my thought process. Was when I created the space, when me and Prince got together, it was I want a space to where young creatives could come in and actually do things that may be outside the box, or and not have to feel like they're getting charged an arm and a leg to do it. So that was kind of one of my main factors with having a space. Like you said, it's a multi-faceted space. You can kind of do different things. You seen that we moved the DJ booth around. We didn't have different people in here, from political parties to networking events to whatever else. So it's definitely a space that we want to make sure people feel safe, and that know that it is something that is open to the public, but we want to make sure if they want to do any private events or things like that, we also have those availabilities too.
Okay. With that, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dra Tyson.
The man, the myth, the legend. No, I'm not legend.
A legend in the making. Legend in the making.
Some people sound too humble, so
You are, bro. You are. I need you to start putting a little bit more respect on yourself on that, bro, because you work hard, bro.
No, for sure.
You work hard, and you've carved out a space for yourself, and a placement that not a lot of people get to see. I mean, the layers that you are. I was able to see it because I was around it in the making.
I said, but even the fact of, so I do got to say this, because like I said, I don't give myself enough. I haven't grasped, even though we about 4 years in, which is
that's great.
Yeah, which is really great. But it's like, to me, like, I'm always in the mindset of what's next, so I reel back a little bit to put myself in the moment more.
Okay.
So that's another thing that I've been trying to work on, is actually like be present in the moment. so you can really grasp what's going on around you. So I definitely appreciate, you know what I'm saying, everybody, the flowers, everything like that,
Yes.
man. So like, don't think I'm not, but it's definitely something on me where it's like I just always got that next step.
What's
mindset.
next?
So
What's
like
next?
I don't appreciate, you know, everything at the moment,
Mhm.
which I probably should all the time. So.
I think us as men anyway, we don't think like that. We got to think of the next step. What's coming up next, or if the ball is going to drop next, what ball is going to drop.
Exactly.
So in that, we as men have to start doing that more often. We have to start checking in and being present, because that takes away from us getting our flowers, one, and then taking some of that pressure off of ourselves, because we already have the pressure of the world already. And in being present, it gives you a gift, and it gives you a presence of just being right in that moment, be it a celebration or just going through the wave of emotion. We don't take accountability in that a lot, not being present. You know what I'm saying? Because we always thinking forward. But and that by itself, the presence is a gift. So I want you to do this. Start doing that more. You deserve to do that.
I'm working on it, man. Like
I know.
It's always. It's a work
I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a work in progress. Yeah,
it is. It is when you're on the go all the time. It is hard to do that, but I want you to start doing that. That's all we got. We got a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like an hour and 15 minutes in.
Keep going.
We got a lot. I want you to come back.
No, for sure.
Because I want you to really get in your music back. We didn't get too much into music. We got into your story, but our next round, when we do part 2, I want you to get into your music back, because you got to write. When you told me the deep cuts that you get into the B-sides. A lot of people do not get into B-sides, and that's where you miss out on the value of good quality R&B music, or music in general.
No, for sure.
Seriously.
There's so much. Like I said, there's so much out there, but if I come back, man.
When you come back. When you come back.
I might have another special announcement about that. So.
And I'm looking for them candles too.
Oh, for sure, man.
I'm looking for them candles.
They're on their way, so I'll say that. Follow me on Instagram, Dra, Dra period Tyson, Tysoe. It's 2 names, people. Dra, Dra period Tysoe. My name's not Dra Tyson. I've had that happen a few times.
Oh, that's Dra Tyson.
Yeah, right. They really thought my name was that. Like,
hey, my name is just Dra.
Yeah.
This is Will. This is In the Whip, and I want to thank you again. And 1, stay present, y'all. 2, love on your folks. 3, give back. That's what this is all about. It is being of service. Doing of service. We are only here for a matter of time, but we have to give the service that's allotted to us. I love y'all. Be blessed. Peace.
You tuned in.
In the Whip Podcast.